Thought they could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
You're set, 280. Watching the time. You'll get the good. You think you're going to get this? 32. Stay 50. Hey, whoa. Begin.
On first down, Stafford here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a give, right side. Swift. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Back to the air. Haskins after the pick 6. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Haskins on 1st down. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Going deep this time. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Scott Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Blue 60.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Davis able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky?
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's get it.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Haskins will throw. And finding the tight end, Wilson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Here's Haskins to throw. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the Redskins' 32-yard line.
Easy, easy. Pick the edge. Come, Nero. Omaha, ready, move. Smooth. White.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. Third down here.
Looked like he tried it all there, tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So on fourth down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Redskins 7. Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
22.
On third down, Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Big 20. He's coming. We got double up. Shift. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 9. Check 50.
They'll try and run for it. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on second down. Haskins, 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Haskins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Haskins looking to throw on first down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Haskins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Fifth catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
40 got. Hey, 2. And middle.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Haskins now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. On first and 10, it's Haskins. Caught by Wilson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2 on 2nd and 12. Haskins. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. final shot before the break. Stanford. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back. Ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They go play action now. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. from the 35 on second down. Stafford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Amendola, he was the intended target. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's second down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
And certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on third down. Stafford, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They go play action with Haskins. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Stafford now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line giving up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago.
And he lost the football. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. This is Miller, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Hey, foxtrot. Check 13.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 2nd down.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Stafford now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. And he's going to go down again. Off the edge, this sack by Matt Ioannidis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford now to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Caleb Wilson, 82 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Get it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready? We got 25 to Mike. Woo-hoo!
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Haskins going to try to throw it. It's caught. It's Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5.